Alright, so we are going to continue working on Suletta here. And I've decided the expression we're going to go with, we're going to try to match the one on the box art here. So, simple process, just cut it out. I don't know, I mean, they've given us a ton of different eyes, and I believe there's one or two other face shapes, so we could change it in the future if we wanted to, which is pretty nice. Okay, grab it with our tweezers and dunk it in this little pot of water that I already have prepared. And I'll just leave the whole thing in there for 30 seconds. Okay, and we're just gonna slide it over. I'm gonna start using this tool first. This is just like a little cuticle pusher. I find it helps to get the place that you're going to slide the decal onto wet first, so you can kind of slide it around more. And you're not struggling to adjust where it's being placed as much. Okay, obviously that's super wonky, but all we have to do is push it into place. It's to come a bit lower. Alright, that looks okay. And then we're dabbing it with Q-tip. You can use any other thing that's like absorbent, and that should also be fine. I'm just gonna nudge it a little further out and give it a little twist. That feels a bit better. Okay, I'm just pressing it lightly, trying to push out any bubbles underneath. Just getting a bit more water on there to hopefully kind of redo the seal. It's I'm not sure the exact science, but basically, like, you know, when you have like, I don't know, a wet piece of paper or something and you slap it on something, it'll mold to that shape, right, very easily. And then when it dries stuck to whatever you slapped it on, if that makes sense. Okay, that one feels good. We'll start on the other one while that is drying, and then we're gonna have to set her aside for a while. Yeah, it doesn't mention how long it takes for these to dry, but we're gonna work on the torso section after this anyways, so we can easily set her aside for a long time, because we won't need to work on the face. Basically, the only thing left to do with the face is to put her bangs back on, and I think she's done otherwise. And then obviously we connect her to the torso. Okay, so second eye going in. I'm going to put these back in the bag they came with so that they keep nice, and I can potentially use them in the future. Should now be long enough. I'm just gonna fully submerge this. How do you pronounce it? Decal, decal. What do you say? I feel like I flip-flop, honestly. I don't know if there's a difference. I don't know if there's a correct way to say it. Like, who cares? I don't know. Okay, let's get this slid over. And she's a bit sideways. That's okay. We'll fix you up real quick. Okay, looking good. Just need to push you out a bit further. Riding up on the nose there a bit. Okay, that's too far. Seems good. That seems lined up. I think it's a little high. Oh. Too much. It's a little... Because you're working on it on water, it's a little difficult. You just to make tiny adjustments. Because you push it, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna move. You want me to move? And that seems really good to me. Start pressing over, down, getting the bubbles out from underneath, making sure it wraps to the shape. Okay, so now I've shoved it down a little low. Yeah, at this point, the main thing for me is making sure it's lining up with the other eye, right? More so than the template wants it to be lined up, you know? Because if we called this good enough, then this has to match it. Because if I feel like, oh, you know, now this one's too high based on where her ear is, or what have you. Well, your other one's already set in place, so perhaps, you know, you adjusting to the ear now on the other side, it'll just make the whole thing look off, right? Now, of course, everyone has a different face shape, and not everyone's eyes are perfectly level to each other, etc., etc. But unfortunately, when it's an animated character, generally that's not the case, right? Because it's very unlikely that you'll get an asymmetrical drawn character, at least as far as the face shape goes, right? Or the features. I know there's a lot of characters that are, at least as far as their outfit design, will be very asymmetrical, like deliberately so. And I get it. Good for you. That sounds really condescending. It just feels over-designed. You know, like some, I don't really watch VTubers, but like I will see VTuber designs online, and some of them, it's just like, okay, but like why are their pant legs two different lengths? Why is this side like a full sleeve, but the other side is like, you know, nothing? Why do they have these accessories on this side but completely different stuff on the other side? Like, I get it, you're trying to be unique, but also it's a bit much, a bit excessive. Okay, we'll set her aside, and then we'll leave that to dry. Just a little sneak peek. I'm not gonna put this on, but there you go. Oh, pretend she's wearing those bangs. Okay. Okay, so the next section that we're working on, since the face is now done, is the torso, which we're going to be starting with sprue B, apparently. Okay, there we go. B20. That's all right. So 20 and then B16 as well is what we need. 16 is up here. All right, with that, the torso is done. I guess now what we need to do is we need to tackle the, what do they call them? Engraved stickers. Now these ones are special. As you can see here, they are actually raised and they have like a proper texture to them. It doesn't mention anything about actually using a sticker on the tie piece, so we might actually just have to paint that on. Interesting. Okay, well that's just a thin black line, so that's not anything difficult. That's fine. Okay, looks like we have 2 of each, so that gives us a little bit of room to mess up, so not bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna wipe it down with a Q-tip here, because I'm sure that I've gotten my finger oil on it. And we'll start with the insignia. So let's start with, we'll grab these ones, I guess. Now the 1, 2, 3, 4 insignia, well, not insignia, they're just numbers. Engraved stickers, I guess. Obviously they're not used for anything in this model, but it's kind of just nice to have things with numbers, and then, you know, you can stick them on crates or what have you. Peel this, and it should be stuck to the film. Is that right? The instructions aren't terribly clear, but that seems to be correct. Yeah, okay, that whole strip just came off. Good. Okay, and they are vertical. And like so. Oh my goodness. And unwieldy, apparently. Holy, okay. Let me just nudge that into place. So we're gonna line that one up with the edges there. Okay, so I'm just, you know, rubbing on top of where the film is. That should help it transfer neatly. I'm not pressing too hard. I don't know how sensitive it is. I don't want to squish it, crush it, stick it in a stew, anything like that, and ruin it. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to now peel the film. And it should stay in place. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. And then it wants us to hold it down with a cotton swab and fix in place. Am I supposed to put like a water on here? I don't know why I'm holding it down with a cotton swab. Looks good. Getting some Q-tip fiber in there. Okay, do the other shoulder. Or let's do the back of the same one. Okay, we'll start pressing it down. I think I've aligned it better than the other side, but that's how this thing goes, right? It's trial and error. A learning process. That's a better way to put it. Yeah, I do really like that they come with these engraved stickers. That is really cool. And I don't know, no notes, I guess. It's nice that they give you the option for the simpler stickers as well, because on the, not on the face sheet on here, there's a simpler version of all of this as well, which is really nice. And similar to, oops, come on. Press that down a bit more. Similar to the, what you call it, the tie here. There's missing black stripe across there and there. Missing also the black on the shoulders. But that is, again, as I said, something easy to paint on. It's just gonna be like a little strip of paint, and should take 2 seconds when we get around to it. There. Squeezing it to make sure everything's together, because it looks like there's a bit of a gap. But that's pretty good, I think. Actually, there's not really much room to trim anything here. Just get this little tip flattened out a little bit. Okay. Now this is gonna go right here. Just above the heart, and we want, yeah, the top of the bird to be flat, more or less. Come on. Okay, that should be a touch higher. I'm just kind of using my thumbs to nudge it. Just gonna lightly touch that down, and then I'm gonna actually put the tie back in place. Just so I have that other reference point, distance to the tie here, and then the distance from the edge, because it is roughly in the middle. Obviously the point brings the emblem closer to the edge here, but it's still good to have multiple things to try to line everything up with, you know? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, looks good. I guess as the final bit for this, let's put her together. There you go. One tomato, sans limbs. Good. We're gonna start with, you might as well do the arms and then work our way down, and then after that we have the base to build, so that we can pose her and we'll be done. I'll try to work in a little painting as well, just to get the black stripes on the tie and on the shoulders. And then the haro also needs little spots on its eyes. I'll try to do the mouth, if that's what you want to call it, crease, whatever. I don't have a panel liner, but I should hopefully be able to do it with like a thin down black paint. We'll see what we can do. All right, that's the arms done. I think at the end there, I kind of realized that I had gotten this one backwards. So I just had to pull it back apart and fix everything, but she looks okay. I decided to go with, oh, it's not in fully. This hand with the peg in it so that she can hold the her haro, and you know, she's glancing in that direction. There you go. Now she's looking at the thing. Let's get on to the legs, I guess. I'll put these spare hands aside and we'll continue. Here she is all done in post. I still haven't done the stripes that I said I was going to paint on the tie and on the shoulders, but I'll do that off screen and splice in some like finished product photos at the very end. Not really sure what I'm doing with the pose here. I kind of wanted her to be walking while kind of showing this thing off, as if she's like going to show someone whatever this thing's got. I don't know. I'll play with the pose a bit more. But that's it. She's done effectively. It was really fun to build. I haven't done any previous Gundam kits, or any kits from Bandai for that, or any kits from Bandai, but you know, it was really fun for that. And I will do it again. I have more. So I will be doing it again regardless. I don't, as far as these type of model kits, probably will do Myorin, Rembrandt next, excuse the train, and then the Ariel after that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if those will be the next videos necessarily, but they might be interwoven with other content, because I know I have some other projects that are already in the works, that have been kind of sitting half done on my desk. Might try to bang those out first, so I can actually clean my desk off, be done with it. But yeah, really happy with this. Again, very fun to build. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you would like to see more, consider subscribing. Drop a like. Lets me know that people are actually interested in this type of thing. Leave a comment. Maybe say what you'd like to see next. Probably I'll give you a couple options. More of this sort of thing, more Gundam. It would be the Murine Rembrandt model, or some in-progress stuff. So I have some in-progress stuff for tabletop RPGs, so Pathfinder, Dungeons & Dragons, that sort of thing. And those are just like a bunch of little minis that need to be painted up real quick, and should be like quick little projects. And then I have some 40k stuff that I need to do as well. So take your pick, I guess. Let me know what you're interested in. More Bandai, more Warhammer, more Pathfinder, tabletop RPG, generic type models. Yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. Have a good day.